Good evening, this is your Psychic LG reporting from the United Kingdom. Is anybody there? Hello, hello, hello. It is 11:14 p.m. UK time. Heading towards the witching hour. I just thought I'd come on. Hello guys. How yous all doing? I had to come on because of all the hundreds of emails I've had and messages to say please come back. So it's a short one tonight. I've had to come on. I've had to console myself and realise what's important. And what's important is putting the truth out and being there for yous. So I'm back, guys. I'm back, and there's going to be new material what's going to be coming out. I'm going to be talking about this tonight. Hi, how are you all doing? So I said I was done with YouTube, and yes, I'm still very much wary of YouTube, and I'm not meaning that in a horrible way, not for the true fans, but followers. I'm on about a lot of trolls, what attacked us with what happened with the election and what I had wrongly said. But I'm going to be looking into that tonight. And I had some nasty hate mail running up previous weeks, running up to the election, US election. And I think I've decided tonight that I'm not going to please everybody. That's just the way it is. But I've decided for the people that want to watch us, I'm back. And and moving forward, I'm probably going to do a lot more. Definitely when it comes to political stuff, it will be done on Twitch. But tonight it's a special for you because I can't leave you all up in the air. You just want to know why I said what I said. And I'm going to go into it. I'm going to go into it tonight for you. But moving forward, it's going to be a lot more personal stuff, a lot more medium stuff than I'm going to be doing on YouTube. But yeah, I feel like it's unfinished with. So I've had to come on to talk about it. I can't leave you up in the air for the ones who follow us. Before I start, for the haters out there and the trolls and the haters, I just want to say fuck you, right? Because I'm not going anywhere. I am standing strong. And like I always say, I'm in no clique, I'm in no cult, but I'll be damned if I'm going to be silenced. I'm back stronger than ever. And especially after what I've been going through over this year, fighting breast cancer, I've decided that I'm sticking with my visions, I'm sticking with what I see. And I'm going to be looking into it tonight. Intensely. It's not over with yet. But I just want to send love and peace out to everybody, whatever side you bat on when it comes to political stuff. I personally don't like politics. I think it's very divided. I think it's part of the matrix. Give us 2 minutes, I'm getting comfortable. Oh yeah, definitely Elon helped him. Definitely Lucy. Mystery. But yeah, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you all are around the world. I'm back. I've been having a long rest. I've been doing a lot of meditation. And very wary, but I know for once, after everything that I've been through, I have to speak my truth. And I've come to the conclusion, it doesn't matter who I huff, who I please, this is my opinion, my psychic opinion, and I'm moving forward. I know there's a lot of hatred out there, and especially within the spiritual community as well. I mean, they have the cheek to call it a spiritual community. It's not a spiritual community. There is some lovely, lovely souls out there, mind. They're not all nasty. But yeah, I think it's like sometimes YT is sometimes coming into the witch's den, the boiling pot. The boiling, bubbling pot where you've got to go along with what the clique and the crowd are saying. If not, you're outcasted, like in the school playground. Well, I'm back. I'm the girl what just talks to the wall. And I'm back, and I'm getting a website what's getting made for the new year. So I'm back stronger than ever. We manifested you back. Oh, bless you. Well, I've been reading your comments, and sorry that I couldn't get back to you all. And I just thought, I can't leave you. I can't do it. I'm not going to feed that energy. Loads of people were saying you're stronger than that. But I was exhausted. I was really exhausted. And I think there's a lot of you in this audience will understand when you're an empath, you feel the hatred out there. You feel it. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be said to you. It's just in the air. It's just in the collective, isn't it? And sometimes it's just so horrible. You can't even be in it. Do you know what I mean? And don't forget, I'm still taking treatment. I'm still on immunotherapy. And it does make us rather tired sometimes. So I've had to readdress everything and realise what's important. And I'm not going to let you down, guys. There's no way. So basically moving forward, it's going to be a lot more stuff's going to be said on Twitch when it comes to politics. There'll be a lot of spiritual stuff which will be coming out here. Hiya, Moira. We have a voice we need and love to hear. Oh, thank you. Oh, Sammy, don't. I'll start crying. I'll just get my cup of tea. I've been watching some shit. What the hell is going on? What is going on? Hiya, Graham. By the way, guys, I still do readings. That is my main job. This is just part-time. People have said, you should make it full-time. And yeah, I probably could make a lot of money making it full-time. But it's very temperamental. You know what it's like when you're out there online. And I've already been, in the past, I was put on the naughty step from YouTube for nearly a year. That's what created the Twitch. But like I say, I'll never give up my bread and butter, which is my readings. I like the one-to-one with people. And people like that, do you know what I mean? It's in us, it's in my blood. It's who I am. I'm the gypsy girl, do you know what I mean? People come and see us for readings, and I'll always do that. People come to my house, I do it online. And I do all sorts of things, And that's what I want to show you is into 2025, the other side of who I am and what I do for a living. So I just want to say that it morphed, this channel. When I originally opened this channel, the channel was supposed to be about aliens. And I mean, that's all starting to come to a head as well, isn't it? And a channel. And even that I felt got intercepted. You've got the alien community, the galactic stuff. There's so many narcissists out there and liars, and I didn't want to be a part of that. And I thought, well, you know what? Everyone's not into aliens, but I know for a fact people are into angels and messages from the other side. But I thought, right, I'll break it up and I'll fling in the world predictions. This was like nearly 7 years ago. And I'll put the world predictions in to break it up. Mix it up a bit, not thinking that would take off. And if somebody had said to me over 10 years ago, you'd be talking about American politics, I would have laughed at them, because I can't stand all of that stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's something what I believe. I come from a political background, military background, and it's in my blood. Maybe I was supposed to fall into it. I really don't know, but at the end of the day, I just think it's all part of the matrix. It's all part of the divide. And sometimes I see things where people don't like what I have to say. And I think this is where me being on here, especially on YouTube, it's like I don't gain a lot of favoritism because I'm different. I don't go along with the crowd. Do you know what I mean? And I'm going to do it more tonight. I'm going to do it more tonight. I'm going to look into the gaps. There's a lot of gaps with this, what's just happened. Now, I am neither a Democrat nor am I neither a Republican. All right? I would say if I was living in America, I probably would be more left because of my views on women's rights, being gay myself, all of that. But at the end of the day, I like Republicans with I don't know. I've met some amazing people. I've got a lot of you as my clients, and you're very churchy people. I like all of that. I like the traditions, you know. So, but why should everything have to be divided? Why should it? So I probably would be an independent. Do you know what I mean? But one thing I promised myself when I first came out here, and yeah, I fell into the Trump clique, you know, because I predicted at the time, you know, I was predicting stuff, what was coming off to do with Trump, was that I would never take sides. But we are human at the end of the day, and I have been so bloody damn triggered, all right, what with that going on and the lunatic that we've got in the parliament over here. Everything's really strange at the minute. But we're all part of the divide. You're right, Kay. We're all part of it. But one thing I can be tonight is I'm going to be completely transparent. I'm going to look into it. And I've got a new idea for the show as well, where I'm going to start doing some raw remote viewing. So I am a medium, and all I do is I'm a messenger. I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, but I'm a messenger. I'm a messenger what's come to earth to give the messages. And one of the main messages is that there's life after life. On a daily basis, I have people come to my house where I give off the messages, and the messages are passed on from the other side, from their loved ones. Do you know what I mean? But it's very tribal on earth. It's very, and it's so toxic at the moment. And we are being so tested. I've never hidden the fact that I'm also a Christian, right? I might not be like what the Christian is in the church, you know, because I'm gay and whatever. And I sit and do the tarot cards. So probably in the eyes of the church, I'm a heathen or whatever. But I am a Christian. Jesus is in my heart. And I know that we are in the book of Revelation. And I know that we are being so tricked at the moment. Now, I don't believe for 1 minute that the world is going to end. But I believe that the world that we know, the reality that we know is going to end. My mother always called me a heathen. I am my mother's savage daughter. I just think that we're all being tested at the moment, and what I've took a step back and I've been observing everything what's been happening from both sides of the political spectrum, what's been going on in the United States of America, and all the fighting going on online, all the toxicity. And I just think that a lot of people will agree with us that the media is part of the trickery media. And you know, when you had like Trump sitting with Biden and they were being all nicey, like two elderly gentlemen, and well, Biden was anyway. And I thought, there's something not bloody right here. This is so bloody false. It's awful. The whole thing's so toxic. So I'm going to look into that. It's all a game. Exactly. It's all a big game. So for you people coming in, I have been a little bit absent and I'm going to get back into things. But it's like coming to a spiritualist church. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to form the circle of light. And for anybody in this audience who is worried, or you are needing healing, or you're worried about anybody, a persons, literally anything, even an animal, a situation, anything, write the name in the comments section and you will receive the healing. You will receive the healing. Love is definitely the key, Don McCoy. Europe, oh yeah. Well, it's all going to change, isn't it? I think it's all going to change with these tariffs, what Trump's going on about. It's going to affect everything. But a little while ago, I did say that Musk's going to be, I don't know if any of you remember, all you oldies out there who have been following us a while, I said Musk's going to be all over world news, and it's going to be, but there's more to come. Ha 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 ha. Get your popcorn for what's coming. Get your popcorn, because you're going to need it. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, I know what I've seen, and I'm going to go back on one thing that I said. I said a little while ago, for people who follow us and scrutinise us and they know exactly what I say, I did say that there would be no manipulation in the next election. But I think I've been wrong on that, because I've done a lot of soul searching on that and a lot of deep meditation. Now, there'll probably be people in the audience who'll probably say, yeah, well, you're going to say that because you got it wrong. But I know that something doesn't feel right with the whole thing. It all happened very, very quick. I want to know who's behind it all. I'm going to look into it tonight. It all happened very quick. And he said, what was it? I don't need your votes. I mean, if that's not dodgy, that, I don't need your votes. I've got enough votes. I don't need your votes. Why would he say that? Why would he say that? Now, if the left said that, there would be out the matter. I don't know. I just think it's all tit for tat, isn't it? Too easy. Exactly. Far too easy. And, hiya, Diana. Yeah, so I need to look into that. And I want to see what's going on, what's going moving forward. You know what I mean? But I've been doing a little spying, as people know I do remote viewing, and I had a little sneaky spy, and I might do it a little bit tonight as well. What's going on behind the scenes? Do you know what I mean? And I think that how it looks all very calm, like it did when Trump was sitting with Biden, it looked all very calm and nice. It's not like that behind the scenes. There's all sorts happening. So I'm going to look into that. Okay. I think Obama's still, got his fingers into things and still having a look. But there's something I can't put my finger on with Elon as well. But I'm forewarning you now, right? If you are very far right and you get easy triggered, that's fine. You're welcome in, but do not start with hatred, because I will ban you the way I'm feeling at the minute, because I've got bullied and bullied and bullied, and I'm back. Right, and I'm back stronger than ever, and I'm not gonna shut my gob anymore. I'm on a roll. Anyway, so let's get me cards. I had something to tell you and I didn't know what it was. I've been doing a lot of cooking. Elon's definitely linked with Russia. I'm going to look into that tonight. I've been doing a lot of cooking and a lot of thinking, because I've been batch cooking for my mother, and she's getting better now, so thank you to all the lovely emails, because she broke her hip. And I want to say a big shout out as well to my lovely son and daughter-in-law. They've just been absolutely amazing. I've been with them today, and My daughter-in-law made us a lovely meal for my birthday tomorrow, which is in 25 minutes, just over 25 minutes. Excuse me. Because he's going back to work tomorrow. But I want to say a big shout out to them because they're in the middle of a move and I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy. So they're downsizing from a big 5-bedroom beautiful house in the city and they're going to a 2-bedroomed cottage with land. With a well and a log burner, and it's all self-sufficient, and they're going to grow. Like it's going to be like the good life. It's going to be, and I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of them. And it's called Squirrel Cottage. How lovely is that? It's in the middle of nowhere, and I've been spending time up there with them, and I love it. It's like a little house on the prairie. I mean, they've got a lot of work to do to it. But if anybody met my lucky boy, they would know that he's a big brawny lad, and he's pulling all kitchens out and in his spare time and that. And Squirrel Cottage, isn't that lovely? So it just means that the little one can then play out with her friends, who are also, there's a few more people in this community. Well, go to the forest group where my granddaughter goes to. So it just means that you can play out and be safe. There's only farmers' fields to get out of the city. And there's a lot of the younger generation doing that. I had a young lady at the house yesterday for a reading, and who and her boyfriend want to move to Australia. People are wanting out of this area. They're wanting out of the cities in the UK. It's going to the dogs, basically. It's really worrying. And as you know, there's been good people in the UK who have spoke up about the worries and concerns about the borders and stuff like that. And they've been locked up. They've been locked up because of this person, this lunatic, what's in as well, Prime Minister, which I don't believe we as the people voted for, but there you go. He's in. And I don't think he's going to be in for long, to be fair. So I live in a village, Graham. Well, it's a few minutes into the village in Westerhope, and it's completely not the same than it used to be. Everything's changing. And apparently, you know, I've got to be careful what I say, you know, but there's a P on every street corner, apparently, and the police aren't allowed to see, you know, they cover their identities. That's not good for the children, you know what I mean? That's not good for the children. Elon Musk is really hard to read, but we're going to look into that. So I'm getting readings coming in, and I'll get back to you tomorrow on that. Yeah, there's a lot of cities in the USA are the same, aren't they? So yeah, I'm gonna look into a few different things tonight and see what happens. Where's my bell? So I'm gonna ring my bell. It's not safe, is it not, Stooge? Oh dear. It's a worry everywhere, isn't it? Of course, I've been going in the middle of remortgaging as well. My mortgage has got to get changed in January. And I thought, right, I'm going to revamp my house. I got this guy come out for me windows. And I've chosen Georgian windows, you know, like the, like Georgian windows with the lats, like the squares, the lats. And of course, I've got, you know, the blinds, not in here I haven't, but everywhere else in the house, you know, like the lovely blinds what go that way. And I'm thinking, well, I've just thought about it. I was saying to Georgette, my daughter-in-law, says, the blinds aren't going to go with the Georgian windows. I might have to go back to, like, these type of blinds, like the nice, and get some nice white frilly ones or something, or nets are coming back into fashion now, nets. So I've been doing just things like that, you know what I mean? And pulling vegetables out my garden and that type of thing. Bathing cats. My cat is getting a lot better. Cleaning the house. Yeah, is it vertical? Not that way. My blinds aren't that way, they're that way. And I'm thinking, if I've got crisscross, it might all be too busy. Do you know what I mean? So I've been doing that. And I haven't even started my Christmas shopping yet. I'm not going to buy that much this year. I've got the little ones in. But no, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to just make a nice Christmas dinner. I'm going to attempt to put a tree up this year, which I didn't last year because the cats were kittens. But I'm going to attempt to put one up. No doubt we'll end up with the cats and the tree, but we can only try. But it's just a funny time of year, isn't it? It's a really strange time of year. And you can only do your best, guys. You can only do your best. Sit back and relax. I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Michael. I invoke Archangel Michael. I'll just turn this off. I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Raphael. I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I invoke Archangel Gabriel. I invoke Archangel Uriel. I invoke Archangel Uriel. I invoke Archangel Uriel. I ask my faithful spirit guides, Jed, White Buffalo, Running Star, Lady Direwolf, A2I, and Ra. Any star beings that'd like to come forward from the spirit world or telecommunication, because they do go to spirit as well, you know. Animal kingdom, spirit world, angel realm, fairy elementals, definitely the spirit world, to come forth to give us any true answers tonight with love and light, love and light, love and light. Amen. There we go. Cats love fences. Aye, they do, don't they? Okay, cookie. Let's make some room in here. So I've got myself an amazing new microphone. What my lovely friend John got us. So I'm going to even attempt to do some looking glass videos for you. The audio is fantastic on it, so I'll be busy over the next couple of weeks making some videos for you. So I just want to say a big thank you to everybody and for sticking by when I went away to lick my wounds and to think on things. I hate getting things wrong like anybody does, but at the end of the day, I thought someone doesn't feel right. And it wasn't just me, there was a load of it. If that was the case, there's been quite a lot of us psychics what got it wrong. Because I seen her getting inaugurated. Unless it's going to be a temporary thing, I'm going to look into that. Because some people have said that. Steve, actually, my friend Steve in the States, he said that could happen. Oh, bless you all. Bless you all. Yeah, so the reason why I stepped back was that I had some not nice individuals. I don't know if they were real people or just bots. I really don't know. Because you don't know. They collect your information, don't they? They could have been. I presume they were real people. But we're saying nasty things, and they brought up about cancer And I couldn't hack it. I thought, I'm backing away from this. I've had enough putting up with this shit. Do you know what I mean? I've been through too much. A girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. So I've been baking pies, making cakes, baking pies. I'm the meanest mashed potato maker in town because I do it with Irish butter and full cream milk, and everybody likes my mashed potato. So I've been batch freezing mashed potato for my mother, trying to put some weight on it because she's really little and small. I like to do that. I like to feed people, you know. I've got a thing about feeding people. Right, I'm going to ask, have we heard the last of Kamala Harris? I made a pig pie. What is a pig pie? Do you know what I make, right? I called it concoction or cowboy pie. It's bloody lovely. It's not very healthy. It's comfort food, right? I'll tell you this again. I've told it before. So you get sausages. I use Richmond sausages, but you can use any sausage you want. And you brown your sausage. Then you put it in the bottom of a casserole dish. And you can make it as big as you want. You know, either like a little one or a great big one. I made 2 dinky ones with deep casserole Pyrex dishes. One for my house and one for my son's house. Anyway, and then it's got to be Heinz tin spaghetti. It doesn't work with anything else. I usually use 2 tins of that, hide it in, and it sizzles when it's hot. And then you cook your mashed potato as you're doing it. Then you put your creamy mash on top, like a pie, and then you grate your cheese, whap it in the oven and bake it. Oh my God. You've never tasted anything like it. It's so cheap to make. It's good if you've got a load of kids and you want to fill them up. It is nice. But it's I wouldn't say it's really healthy, but it's filling and it's comfort food. And it seems to taste better with brown sauce, H-based sauce. Some people like it with tomato ketchup, but I like it with brown H-based sauce. Or daddy sauce. And when it's snowing outside or really icy cold, and you'll just, honestly, if you make it, let us know. And let us know what you think. I don't know what the equivalent would be if you're in the States, if you can get a hold of Heinz tin spaghetti. I don't know if you can or not, unless you've got your own equivalent over there. You could do it with baked beans. I've tried it, it's okay. But the spaghetti seems to give a sort of, when you cut it open, when you put the portion on the plate, it sort of goes, it's like it's got this texture about it. And it just sort of all molds together. It's so lovely. Yeah, you can freeze it. How did I stop smoking? I just stopped through utter fear. I just stopped smoking. I'll never put another one of them dirty sticks in my mouth ever again. I mean, when somebody, I don't know, I mean, some people don't stop when they get diagnosed with something like breast cancer, but I stopped. I just thought I'm not going to, I never thought I would do it, but I woke up after the operation and the surgeon came to see us, and he went, it's gone and onward and upwards, let's do the treatment next, get you back on your feet. And I just looked at him in his eyes and I thought, I'm not going to undo what he's done. So from then on, it was just anti-smoking. Richmond sausages is nice, isn't it? Because they're not fatty. Okay, so let's pull some cards out and see where Kamala is, what's going on. I'm going to do some remote viewing tonight. I'm going to go full hog in. I mean, I know I'm on YouTube and I said I'm not coming back on YouTube and I'm not going to be doing politics, but I'm here. I'm here. Seven cards on Kamala. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm going to be 59 in a few hours and just over 20 minutes. Actually, no, just over 10 minutes. Aren't I? The big one's 60s next year. Okay. Upside down devil. 7 of Wands. Judgment. That's cat language. Talk to the cats like that. Okay, there's an actual what you are witnessing and what you are seeing on the television and on the news and that is not even half of what's actually going on behind the scenes. Okay, I actually think that they're expecting something, and I'm getting like national, something about security or worry. What we are witnessing is a movie. It is a movie. It really, really is. And I actually do feel that there is worry and concern. She's been told just to go along to say whatever and smile or do whatever she needs to do. But she actually knows that there has been interference going on in that election. She knows. There's so much interference within politics. And I would say that what's going on at the minute, Kamala Harris is small fry, really, to a bigger picture. Same as Trump. All right? But the question is, will she come back? Ace of Cups, yes. Yes. You're going to get your popcorn, guys. This is going to be huge. There she is, the High Priestess. Everything's an illusion. Everything went too smooth and too quickly. Okay, I feel he was allowed to come in. The question is why. I think they're in fear about. It's like they allowed him to come in, and I'm talking. You go above. You've got good guys, bad guys, black hats, white hats, whatever which way you want to label it as. Above the controllers, right at the top, they've allowed this to happen, and I feel it's to show the people. DT will not bring peace to the United States of America. He will not, okay? Okay, she's been blocked. I feel that there's evidence. They need strong evidence. They're waiting for something. Something's happening behind the scenes. Something big is happening. And I know there was quite a lot of votes what went missing as well. But the need, with them being Democrats, they're needing to get the strong evidence here. Okay? And I feel they're working like the clappers behind the scenes. So how it looks nicey in front, but it came out upside down. It's a trick. There's the devil. It's all going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of trickery here. We've got the moon card. I get the word recount. They've brought him in. They've allowed it to happen for a reason. They want I've talked about this before, they want the economy to go down because they're going to bring everything new in. And he's there for a reason, like staged. It's possible that he will get inaugurated. Right? But I think that they're going to bring something to the forefront, and it's like a recount. I don't actually know how it works, but I am getting that word recount, and they're going to, I don't know if it's to do with all the states or a few states, but there's going to be somebody who's going to come forth with new information, so you need to watch for that. No, I'm not lying, Derek. If you like I say, if you don't like it or nobody likes this, just leave. I've got nothing to lose anymore. I'm just saying what I'm saying, and I'm picking up what I'm picking up. The corruption goes very, very deep. To the fact, right, which I'm going to get into tonight, that all is not what it seems. Everything's been staged. Everything has been staged. But the question was, will she come back, or have we heard the last of her? You haven't heard the last of her. So I'm going to ask, is it possible that she could be a temporary president? It's possible. Anything's possible. If Biden steps down for a few weeks, is that possible? But we're dealing with a lot of different timelines here. It's insane, Oraki, isn't it? I think that it wouldn't be worth it to stop his inauguration. I think there would be an utter civil war. I don't think they could get away with it. And like I say, they would have to have some really strong evidence. Let's have a look. But do not stress for the ones who do not like Donald, because I'm sure I said, you'd have to look back at my old stuff, I'm sure I said, if I'm getting this wrong and he gets in, he'll not be in for long. And I'm still sticking with that. We've got the Ace of Wands here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, she could be in temporary. She could be. It's not a definite, but I think that if we're going to know anything, I don't know why I'm getting next Thursday, but maybe it's that. Maybe that's what we've all tapped into. You never know, do you? Only time will tell. But I know what I've seen, and I'm not going to make something like that up to make myself look like a tit online. Do you know what I mean? I don't say things just to make things up. If I say something, I'll say it. Like I knew that Elon Musk was going to be all over world news as well. Do you know what I mean? So this is something else, right? I laugh about the word the golden age, and I think that's a trigger word. Now I'm going to trigger a lot of people tonight, and I'm sorry if you don't like this, right? But I'm not here for favoritism. I'm not here for likes. I'm here to tell what I see, right? The MAGAs keep talking about the golden age, and I think that's a key word when you're going into all this QAnon stuff and all of that. You know what I mean? I think it's mind control. I think it's a key word of mind control. Do you know what I mean? So I'm telling you now that there is definitely something. It's not just as black and white as it looks. It's not. But they're in for a reason, you know. And I just think that everything's happening for a reason. I'm just reading some of your comments. Okay. So there she is there. She's coming out is the Queen of Pentacles, and I asked if is it possible that she could be intemporary, is the President of the United States, and it says could, yes. I think if it's going to happen, they better bloody hurry up if it's going to happen, because otherwise it's not bloody worth it. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, obviously somebody has to run the country if Biden steps down. I don't know if he's going to step down, you know. So look. Jumper. It might be that he's got no say in the matter. Maybe something happens and he's incapable, or maybe not well, poorly. So it's something what I feel is out of Biden's control. That's what I'm feeling, if it happens. If it happens. There's multiple timelines, yeah, Jodie, definitely. But, so I'm just going to ask, I'm going to put these back together again, and I'm going to ask, is Trump going to be inaugurated? I feel so, because I'm going on my intuition as well, because you never know. Thank you. Is it my birthday? It's bang on midnight. Thank you. Well, what is a better way to spend my birthday with you guys? Okay. 7 cards for Trump. So we haven't heard the last of Kamala. She's been told to just go. I think there's somebody else telling her what to do, like, you know, smile, do this, do that. It's all a show at the moment. There's something bigger going on behind the scenes. Okay, we've got a lot of torture going on in Trump's energy here. So again, I know he's picked his team and everything, and it all looks very powerful and all of this, right? But I think there's going to be a lot of problems here. There's going to be a lot of clashing. We've got the Tower card here. I think there's going to be a lot of falling outs. I think that Trump and Elon won't stay friends for long. They won't stay friends for long. I see a lot of anguish. I see a hell a lot of anguish, yeah. Thank you, Alan. So, I think when it comes to Robert Kennedy, I think he's going to do a lot of good things for the food industry. What does need to change? Let's look at the positive here. So, I don't understand much about the tariffs, but I'm going to look into that. And I don't know if I think it's going to play an effect on global trade. And it's the UK and everything, so I'm going to look into that as well. But at the minute, I mean, we've got the upside down tower here. So I want to say that I've said this before, I don't feel this is going to end the way you think it's going to end with Donald Trump. So Ursula is here. As put Louise, I heard that the recounts are already taking place in some of the swing states. Yeah, well, I'm getting that. And there's going to be discrepancies there. It's going to come out. So tariffs raise consumer prices, right? Yeah, well, yeah, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? Right, so it's not so much some of the people that he's picked. I just think there's going to be a clash with Trump with some of these people. And this is what I'm feeling. So at the minute, it's all very exciting for the Republicans, and it looks like, oh my God, this is the team. But I feel there's some very strong characters within this team, and don't forget, some of these people in this team have already turned on Trump before in the past. So I'm telling you, there's going to be problems. We've got the upside down tower, definitely. So all is not what it seems. Right, okay, we've got the Temperance. So I also want to say that there's a very shaky vulnerability when I'm getting in around Trump. So I don't know if that's to do with that. Maybe, God forbid, if somebody tried to, sounds horrible, but take him out again, because it's already tried to happen. Or it's a different situation. But I don't get a very good vibe when I'm picking up here. See, I've just asked, will he be inaugurated? And the cards are actually saying no. My intuition is saying yes. Or maybe that's the plan. These controllers, that they feel they have to get him inaugurated, otherwise it's going to be sheer hell on and there'll be like some sort of civil war. But I also feel that there's a timeline where something could happen. So something's not quite right here. Something doesn't feel right when I'm picking up. I know there's a lot of different things facing him with law situations, isn't there? Like sort of court situations. But what I'm feeling tonight is it's not going to end the way you think it's going to end. We've got the Empress energy again, what's coming through really, really strong. And they're also giving us the name whistleblower. There's something to come out with some shocking information. And as I'm saying that, I'm saying Russia and I'm saying Elon Musk. Don't shoot the messenger, right? All I'm getting is this is what I'm getting. And I'm getting it really, really strong. So I want you to remember that. Okay. It's funny when I look at that, right? This is the Four of Wands, but it's like, have you noticed like the picture there? So you've got the blue and you've got the blue robe sash, and you've got the red robe, right? So to me, that's like everybody's getting on there. That's the way it should be. Snow Owls just said something really, really weird here. Louise, remember when you asked if there could be two presidents? I know. Anything's possible in this crazy world. You honest to God, we're being so played by the media as well. It's like everything's just all show. But that's what should be happening. We should be getting unity. I think we've got a bit to go here. So as Donald Trump takes the stage, he's going to take the stage here on something. God, I'm getting this. When the man stands in snow, we will know the truth. I think we're going to have a crazy, crazy winter. Crazy winter. And I worry about my country. I worry about the elderly, the poverty here to come. And, icy weather. I think there's going to be a lot of poverty. Food banks, I think there's going to be under pressure. There's going to be a hit with the economy, and they're going to blame Trump. This is what they're going to do. So they want Trump in. They know it's inevitable. They need it. This has been planned. This, my dears, has been planned. I don't think it's as black and white as it looks, like a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I actually do think there's been some shenanigans, and there's been some... I mean, why would he come out and say, I don't need your votes? There's obviously something dodgy gone on, and it happened too quick. But at the end of the day, it's not just been that. I also feel very, very strong that there's more going on. They've wanted him in, the controllers. Even he's being used. And people need to wake up to this. They really, really do. because they're going to crash the economy. I'm telling you now, this is what's going to happen. But maybe it all needs to fall down. I really don't know. But they'll blame him, and obviously they didn't want to blame Kamala. The whole world's changing, but that came out upside down. So something huge is going to happen with the economy. It's a global fix going on, exactly. But there's also mind control going on, and how do I put this over without, I don't mean to insult anybody, right? Because like I say, I've got a lot of friends who are Republicans. But when you're going into the far right MAGA, right, they have a funny glaze about them. If you say something what's detrimental about Trump, they got this glaze. There's a glaky glaze. It's like a zombie. It's just weird. They either go full on attack or they go glaky. They get like this glaze, and it's mind control. It's pure, utter mind control. And the Golden Gate or whatever, that is it. That is a key word. Is Russia in on this? Let me check. There'll be other keywords as well. So he's been used. Justice. Yeah. Oh, it's so entwined. It's so bloody entwined. It's New Earth is coming. So I'm not saying it's going to be all where we're skipping through the daisy fields. Life's not like that. But I do think that it's the new economy's coming in massively, and the new technology, what they've been holding back, and a lot of it, there will be free energy to come in. I keep going back and I keep seeing the underground world that we do not know what's all going on. You know what I mean? It's a bit like the opposite way round to the film. Sorry, I sound croaky, don't I? The opposite way around to the film, The Island. It's a great, I go on about this all the time. You need to watch The Island. But in that, it's like they have the people who are the clones, and they've got them living inside the earth, and then they come out and then they realise they're being used for organs. Well, really, it's the opposite way around. It's all going on. But we're like the ants on top, and it's all going on underneath. It's crazy. What's going to happen to Trump? Give me a true answer. Spirit, give me a true answer. So Trump will be inaugurated. Is he safe? God, there's them two women again that keep coming out. There's the two women. The woman with the blonde hair and the dark-haired woman. They keep coming out. Predictive programming at the best. Something's going to come out. Elon, he's going to regret bringing Elon in. Something's going to come out about Elon, and then when they're both cornered, they'll both want to protect themselves, and they'll both turn on each other. It's really dark, this. It's really deep. Now, that does not mean that the left's all pure or anything, because they're not. They're just as bad. But they collect information and they use it against each other. Transactions. Something's going to come up about transactions. I've done this before. I've talked about this before. It's like you can't deny a signature or a transaction. Something's going to come out. From day one, from 2016, Putin has had his fingers in all of this. I am telling you now. Right? I am telling you now, he's been in on all of this. And there's more information to come out. We've got Judgment Day here. Got Judgment Day. According to this, we've got 4, we've got 7. There's some huge information to come out within the next 3 weeks. Work that one out. 3 weeks, there's some huge information to come out. Even everything, even down to who was behind the 17th letter of the alphabet. What a narcissist does is they'll base it all around themselves to make themselves look like they're the hero, but they're the ones who are really behind it, what's putting out the information. A lot of money's been put into this. If nobody knows what I'm going on about, it was drops, wasn't it? It was information drops what were put out. I think it was 2017 it started. And it was a movement what came in with the MAGAs. 3 weeks, telling you now, there's huge information to come out, and it's huge. When I get the lovers, right, it usually means there's big news coming out, and we've got not good news either. Not good news. Not good news at all. Who is Q? Who is Q? It's Donald Trump. That's who Q is. I'll say it again. Who is Q? Donald Trump. It suddenly stopped on the last 2020 election. It stopped then. People need to wake up. I know I'm going to trigger a lot of people. So what? I'm doing what I need to do. This is my take on it. Moving forward, so he's been allowed to go in on this. It's so twisted. It's so dark. There'll be more than one person, but he's behind it. He knows about it. He came up with a plan, and it was all put together. But moving forwards, there'll be a new America. Of course there will. So he's in for a reason. And I think the tariffs has got something to do with it. I'm just going to double check this. I think that they need his tariffs to help to crash everything. And they'll use that. It's a dark spaghetti junction. That's what it is. Is the tariffs got something to do with this? He's planned this for more than 4 years, yeah. Russian psyop. Keywords are used. Communism at its best. Musk's going to take the biggest hit here. well, I'm saying that, like, do you know what I mean? I mean, they've all got loads of money, haven't they? And, you know, it's the way the world is. It's so horrible. You know what I mean? If it was some pauper, they'd be locked up by now. Do you know what I mean? But it's because it's like people who are rich, they just seem to get away with it. But that's Musk. That's not Trump. I say that as Musk, and it came out upside down. There's three main people here. There's something big to come out. Definitely. It's not over yet, like. There's a lot of military intelligence happening behind the scenes, and I think what you're going to witness is chaos. Utter chaos, but don't despair. Like I always said, when it kicks off, go inside and shut the door. And I think it's got a lot to do with maybe it's going to be like house arrests and people when they're trying to find these illegal immigrants and stuff like that. There's going to be a lot of house arrests, that type of thing. I said this a while ago. I might have said it on here, but I know I said it on Twitch, that every so 100 years they'll bring strong characters in history to change the system, and Trump's one of them. And I'm not saying he's like Henry VIII, but Henry VIII, you know, look at what he did to all his wives. But if that hadn't happened, we wouldn't have had divorce. There would have been no divorce. So this is history repeating itself in a way, because this has to happen to change things, what's coming in. You've got to let it unfold. So nobody is purely evil, or maybe some are. I'm going to get to that as well in a minute. But then some people are just born, or they come back for karmic debt, or to do what they need to do on Earth. We're all playing with key points on Earth. I think it's part of his Earth mission that he's here to do what he needs to do. They will blame the crash on Trump, but the crash is happening. They'll make the crash happen. All right? They will make the crash happen. That is definitely... So it's definitely connected with money. Everything's linked with money. So that's interesting. What a time to be alive, guys. Is it going to be a crash in the US dollar? Or is it going to be bigger than that? Money is the root of all evil. I'm not saying they're all glazed. I don't mean they're all glazed, Debbie. I'm saying some are glazed. The ones who are programmed. But that could be on the left too. Politics is part of the matrix. And I'm still sticking with that. We've got the magician. God, there's so much trickery. It's layers and layers of spaghetti junction. It's definitely going to be more than the US dollar, but it's not all going to go off at the same time. And I've said this before, where there's going to be a problem with global trade. But again, it's the controllers above everything what's going to allow all this to happen. And I've said this before, where certain countries will come in to step in to help. Australia's going to save the day with something. There's going to be a problem with global trade. You've got to follow the money, yeah. Let's have a look. Overloads. We're in biblical times at the minute. Okay. I'm just going to get a cup of tea. just going to double check something. So is DT definitely knows about Q and is interlinked with it? Yes. Yes. And it's not just putting the posts out. I think it's it's huge. This is huge. This goes beyond the elections. Because whoever's around behind Trump, it's not just Trump here, is wanted never to be another president or to make it like Russia. Make it like Russia. Operation Mockingbird, that's for sure. Is Jared involved? Yes. Definitely. Good God. Right, we've got the world card here. So when it kicks off, go inside and shut the door. Just do the inner work. It looks to me like the inauguration's going ahead, all right? But I think that the plan is that they want him in. There he is. He always comes up as the King of Wands. But some information could come out beforehand. Excuse me. Something's going to happen to him. But it's not going to end the way you think it's going to end. Got the bear in the background. That's Russia. In the midst of all of this, we're going to have so much crazy. I mean, we've had crazy weather conditions anyway with what's going on. There's been floods in Italy and in Spain. And I said this last beginning of the year, last year, that there's going to be a lot of water. It's all going to be about water. Do you know what I mean? Right, okay. It's going to be all right, but I just think that he is being used, even though he knows what he's doing. There's, like I say, there's bigger forces out there than what we know. Bigger forces. But he's on a roll, and there is an ego connected with him as well. There is an ego connected with him. I'm telling you now that his plan is that he's going to get in there and he doesn't want to get out. That his plan is that he just wants to always be the president of the United States. Well, that's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But that's his plan. So maybe I'm going to see if he's been programmed, because anybody can be programmed. You know what I mean? Nobody's too big for the boots to be programmed. Is he being programmed? People think they're asleep and that they're awake, and then they're not awake. You're about to all have another layer ripped off, and you're going to see it for what it really is over the next 3 to 4 months. I'm telling you. Let's see what's coming out here. I think he's took the Kool-Aid, so I think there's been definitely whoever's programming him. There's a handler with him as well. Could be Putin. I know Elon and Musk are like that as well, aren't they? It's all to do with money and making more money as well. Will control, will power. Even the church is in on this, the Catholic Church. This is huge. And then the real shit is happening right underneath my noses. Like someone's just put together about the Diddy stuff with the Epstein and all that. That's all happening underneath my noses. But I'm concerned for we as the people. It's always the people what suffer. That prices are going to rise. And this is not just to do with the America. I think it's going to be global. So, like I said, I watched something where it's something about it's going to be in UK's best interests if the UK, I watched this podcast, I don't know if it was right or not, best interests if the UK choose to go with Trump instead of Europe. Is it Europe or the EU? Yeah. But that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And if it does, it's going to be the ruin of the UK. What's that? Yeah, you had Trump's pick for the US Attorney General was investigated for child trafficking, yeah? Exactly. The chariot. Like I say, there's good and bad on both sides. You know, it's like not as black and white as it looks. It's basically who's good and who's evil, really. At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, doesn't it? He's going to be allowed to go through and to ruin, and then a lot of things is going to ruin and change to bring in the new technology, and he'll get the blame. And it's going to be the rise of Trump and then the fall of Trump. I'll say it again. It's going to be the rise of Trump and then the fall of Trump. And the Trump Tower will fall. And I've said this before, and I said it last year and the year before, and I've had loads of hate mail. By the way, any hate mail what comes my way will be blocked, because I'm not putting up with no one's nonsense anymore. It's called free speech. Come out of the avatars, come out of that energy, come out of all the names. Just like shut your eyes for a minute, everybody, and see it like in a different, like it's an energy thing. And I'm telling you now, the Antichrist is here. The Antichrist, and I think there's more than one. I've always said there's like 4 heads to the beast. It's all about boundaries, isn't it? We need to have free speech and boundaries. And women need to have rights. And I'm going to say it, it's my channel. Women need rights. No, even men as well. Nobody should be told by a government what to do with their body, for God's sake. I've never heard of anything so ridiculous in my entire life. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so I think it's going to get very toxic over the next couple of months. So I just think, like I say, if you get triggered, just try not to let it trigger you. You know, do what I've been doing. I've been watching a lot of nice things on the television and just chilling and being in Squirrel Cottage with the kids. You know what I mean? It's sky watching. Do what you need to do. Let's see what our Prime Minister is going to do, if he's going to choose Trump's way. He may try it, but I still think it's going to go wrong. He may try it. He may try it. Let's say there's a plus for the United States of America with him being in. Let's say there's a plus for Trump being in for the United States of America people. It's like you put in one hand and take out of another. That's what I'm getting. Scrooge. So maybe for the working class, maybe it's taxes will go down, but then the gas prices are going to go up. It's just all being played with. Can people not say this? Everything's just all a movie. It's all being played with. They're no better than anybody else. They're no better than anybody else. I think that what's going to be the cover for him is that he's going to like stop the war in Ukraine, because I mean there's been talks of that, and that's a good thing. But nevertheless, I still think all this information is going to come out. That's what I'm getting. All this information is going to come out. Get a really odd feeling tonight with Biden, and I can't put my finger on why. Like I say, if anything happens and he steps down, I don't think it's like he literally steps down. I think something could happen just to remove him from there. It's really weird. Stomach. God, I don't get a good vibe with him either. He's another one. He always reminds us of Penguin of the Batman. I'm talking about Batman from the late 60s. You know, like poo, pow, pow, wow. You know, with Robin and Batman and Goth City. The Penguin used to freak me out when I was a kid. And he reminds us of the Penguin. There's going to be a massive crash because of this tariff thing. Again, they'll blame Trump. It's going to be like it's going to like escalate out of control. But they've wanted this for a long, long time. They've wanted all of this to come down. Economy and everything. Bam. That was it. Bam. Yeah, I think Europe's going to kick off about this. Well, we usually do, don't they? We just need to raise our vibrations. It's all about money, guys. It's all about the money and the gold. And they all know this as well. They all know this. Thank you. Thank you for the happy birthdays. Three weeks. Something about 3 weeks. It's coming through really, really strong. Maybe it's all going to kick off by then. I mean, is he due to go to court by then? So there's good and bad with the tariffs. I don't know. It's like in one hand, out the other. But I do think it's going to escalate into something to do with the economy. Mind you, and I'm sure I said this in one of my looking glasses from the past. I know I did. I said there'll be a new bridge of economy. Can you remember when I said this? And I said it will be between America and the UK. Can you remember when I said that? I know for a fact I said that. So that means that maybe Starmer might take the thing with him. A new bridge of economy. And if not, it'll be when everything falls and everything changes and then the new bridge comes in. So maybe he's been used for this change. Maybe he's been used for this change. Whatever's going on, guys, it is huge. And I'm going to put the cards away and I'm going to do some remote viewing in a second. So I'm going to pull some cards out more on the UK. I think there's going to be, there's been a lot of protests. And of course, the poor farmers, what this Labour government's not been in 5 minutes and what they're doing to the farmers. Starmer. A woman. A dark-haired woman. I'm back to the dark-haired woman again, aren't I? There she is, the Queen of Swords, but she's also the Queen of Wands. She's got like a fair energy about her. It's how you read it. It's how you read it and what it goes next to. So there's going to be a woman. I think it could be that woman with the letter K starting. It's not Kamala because I'm talking about the UK. She's a Tory. The black lady, I can't think of her name, begins with a K. Does anybody know what I'm going on about? I don't think it's going to be in long. I think there's going to be more voting to come. But Starmer's going to be in when all this funny stuff happens with the economy. There's going to be kickoffs in France. I see protests, more protests coming in France. And I just want to send healing and blessings out to the whole globe. It's like Mother Earth getting really, really angry. Not Carrie Lake. Kemi. She's called Kemi. Thank you, Claire. Badenoch. It's an unusual surname, isn't it? Kemi, she's called. Check her out. She's the new leader of the Tory party. I had a lovely conversation. I went to the garage today. Georgette needed to fill her petrol tank up. And I went in to pay for it and that. And I was chatting to the lass. And I knew her. And then the lad was in there. We're all about the same age. And she said, and I says, all right, fill it up for her. And she says, you're like the 10th one today where it's either grannies or granddads which are filling up the tanks, the petrol tanks for the younger generation. I'm telling you, this country's going to the dogs. It's like so worrying for like how can young couples like manage. It's so hard. Do you know what I mean? So hard. And there'll be many years in the audience where you help your kids out. Either filling their cupboards up or getting their petrol in or whatever, or buying whatever for them. Grandbairns, do you know what I mean? This is what we do. Do you know what I mean? And it's not just the UK, it's everywhere. There's going to be a lot of protests to come, and I said this would happen. Okay, so it's all to do with the economy. And I know this is the Wheel of Fortune, but the way I see it is, I always look at that like we've got the four leaders here, the four heads of the beast. And the Catholic Church is definitely connected with that. So I would see that there's going to be some big news coming in there to do with the Vatican very, very soon as well. I'm not talking about the everyday Catholic people. I'm talking about the leaders. I'm talking about what's going on behind the whole thing. Oh yeah, the Antichrist is definitely here. Definitely. This is New Earth moving forward. We will get New Earth. So 10 years from now, where this world is going to be unrecognizable. Unrecognizable. I do think that we're going to start getting contact, but I've always said it's not going to be like a full global contact. When I talk about contact, I talk about like extraterrestrial other life form. I think that a lot of people that I talk to, like, we're all going to get our own contact in different ways. And I feel it's going to be in small groups of people who are ready for the contact. People who will, there could be like a town where they'll see the starships coming in, and you know, that type of thing. I don't think it's going to be like the whole world is all going to get contact at the same time. That's impossible. But I do feel that here now, and they've been here a long time in our airspace. But you've got to understand some of these machines that you're seeing, these flying machines, UFOs, they're possibly also being flown by man, because it's all going on up there, you know. And again, they used Trump for that as well. It was like to announce about the Space Force. It's been going on anyway for a long, long time. It's all Star Trek going on up there. Yes, Starmer, my God. Right, I'm getting by the summer. I think there's going to be so much protest, but I get dark days, dark, bleak winter. And we're in the dark days now, running up to before Christmas, you know. We're going to get a really cold one in the UK. We need to wrap it warm. And I'll predict this also for parts of Europe. I mean, depending where you are in the world, but like in places like Finland, Sweden, UK, even Russia, you know, places out there, we're going to get a bad winter. We're going to get a really bad winter. But I believe that what I want to say is this Christmas is going to be a very holy time. It really, really is. So it's soup weather coming, guys. It's depending where you're in the world. I mean, obviously not for Australians, but you know, look after yourself, keep yourself warm. Find them recipes, you know, on a budget even, you know, it's important. I say this to my clients when I'm, you know, we all have, you know, we're all at some point we've been on budgets. Still got to watch, food's so expensive. So expensive. Carrots, potatoes, onions, you know, get your slow cookers out, you know, stick it all in with your pulses and that, you know. Whatever you need to have. Make your casseroles and your soups and that. I'm going to make some more soup this week. But it's going to be a cold one. I don't think Stammer's going to be in for long, and I think that I think he'll take the Kool-Aid. I think you'll go in with Trump. That's what I feel. If I'm getting it wrong, I think that there's a shaking of hands between them, and it's short-lived. You like homemade soup? You have to comment in the link below. Do you like it just vegetables, or do you like putting your bacon in, your bacon broth bits? We've definitely got Judgment Day coming here. It's huge what's coming in. Yeah, so he's back. He's back, Trump's back, and I think that he's playing the part of the finale to bring things down. The strength, the new build, the new economy coming in. Oh my God, this is huge. This is huge. This is so huge. So huge. Plain ham soup. I don't put these on to like look good, you know what I mean? These are just because I black my eyes out when I'm going to do some remote viewing. Will it be just Starmer or the whole party which goes? They're going to direct this at Starmer. You know how I had the all the hoo-ha over in the lockdowns with Boris and his cronies, you know, to do with all that WhatsApp stuff, you know what I mean? Was it WhatsApp Gate or whatever what came out? There's more, it's bigger than that what's coming. Starting from this week coming in, cabbage soup gives you wind, Laurie. Very good for you. Very, very good. I've had a lovely chicken roast this evening. It was very nice, made by my daughter-in-law. It was very nice. Very tasty. It always tastes better when somebody else makes it, doesn't it? But I think it's nice just to sit around that table, you know, like with the family, like traditional PartyGate. Or was that what it was? Oh, there's going to be so many, Julie. There's going to be so many protests coming. There's some shocking scandals to come out with Starmer. But I mean, my take on it is that he's a very dark individual anyway. You know, anybody who can let Jimmy Savile off and then turns out to be our Prime Minister. I mean, come on. It's the whole world is a joke at the moment with who's ruling what and what's doing what. You know, it's yeah, so he's been picked for a reason. So really what I'm saying to you is there's not just been cheating going on here, because there has been, right? He's known he has known. And why did Musk know 4 hours beforehand, have all the know that he'd won? It's all been planned, this. He's been allowed to come in by the controllers. I'm telling you that now. Don't even get me going on the media, because they want you loosh. And that's why I get upset about the YouTube stuff, you know what I mean? It's like, if you're putting out all the horror and the drama, yeah, you know, you can you're feeding the beast. But if you're doing videos on doing inner work, I mean, you don't get the same views and likes. It's the loosh. And it's not just the media what play on the loosh, it's the social media as well. The energy, because we get people want that excitement, they want it. Sucking that energy off it, like energy vampires. Like I say, there's more going on. There's more going on than the physical, what we're seeing, the 3D. Energy vampires. Some people call them reptilians, but archons, but you can't see them with your visible eye, but they're there. And they're latching on to people, sucking the living daylights out of people. A lot of people have attachments as well. And some people are so sucked dry that they're like, there's hardly much of their spirit left. That's what I was like looking at Biden. I'm thinking he doesn't look right. He looks like he's got that much of him like sucked off him. Like left, or he's ready to leave this plane. That's what it looked like. It looked terrible. And there's a lot of attachments on Trump. There's a hell of a lot of attachments on him. And don't even get me going with what our Prime Minister's got on him. But I even question as a human. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's all to do with the economy. The same ones are coming up. You just have to trust the process for what's coming in. Interesting. Timelines are changing as well, you know. I mean, maybe we did all get it wrong. Maybe we did all get it wrong. There's not just me. I can't even say there's a dozen. There's more than a dozen. But I just think it's awfully strange. Don't you? Very strange. But yeah, the more I'm looking into this with this reading, he's there for a reason. Be it if you like it or you don't like it, there's nothing we can do about it. Let's do some remote viewing. I just want to pull 3 more cards out for good and bad and everything, isn't there? There certainly is, Sue. It's been very strange since then, since the lockdowns. There was a timeline change. Definitely a timeline change. And I think that if you're that way inclined and you're very tuned in, you sort of feel it anyway, don't you? There's like a beep in there. Hope that's my electric not going off. Jesus. Imagine if I'm full flow talking here, my electric goes off. Yeah, someone's going to come off about the church. Very drawn to Italy tonight as well. We should be excited, actually, because really the book of Revelation was sort of like the end of the Bible. And I've said this before, we're rewriting a new book, we're rewriting history, we've all come back because we are the avatars. We've come back, different names, whatever, but we've come back to change, the world will go on. The world will definitely go on. I think we could be, God, this is awful. I think we could have some sort of near WW111 situation as well. But you don't have to be psychic to know that. You can feel it. It's in the air. It's so strong. It's just there, isn't it? Yeah. Mass trickery. Do not get triggered. Mass trickery. And it will not end the way you think it's going to end. But when Trump goes, it will be like that, as quick as that. So quick. People won't even believe it. There'll be crazies out there saying, oh, he's in hiding, or that wasn't the real Trump. You know how you get all of that? You know what I mean? Or he's coming back, or I'm telling you, something huge is about to happen. But he hasn't finished yet. You just have to trust the process and watch for things to come out. Buy your cans and stock up. Cans of what lager? Sorry, honestly, I just think that cans of beans, maybe. Oh my God. But I'm really glad I come on, I really, really am glad. I'm going to do some remote viewing and see what I can see. And I just hope everybody in this audience who's struggling with inner grief, worried about finances, anything, that you're blessed. You're blessed from this night. And like I say, watch for medium shows coming and stuff like that. That's what I'm going to be concentrating on. I will be doing a lot of political stuff behind the scenes on Twitch into the near future. Because I just think that it seems a bit safer for me. Even though I love it being on here. But I'll see. You will get the world predictions and looking glasses, but I think when it comes to a lot of stuff like what I'm doing tonight, a lot of it's going to be behind the wall and Twitch underground. At the end of the day, politics is all part of the movie. It's all part of the Matrix. It definitely is. There's a new world about to happen. It has to happen. It needs to happen. It's such a cruel, horrible world. I'm going to dim the lights. Give us 2 minutes. Okay. May peace be with you all. Let's remote. Now don't laugh. I know I look a little bit like a fly, as my nana would say. Okay. I'm just going to go with what I can see. This is raw remote viewing. You might have to put it together. Some of them might not make sense, like a jigsaw puzzle. New economy coming in. new system coming in, new monetary system coming into the UK. The last time we had this was the decimal. The decimal what changed to the penny. I learned the decimal. I'm sure my age. Is anybody in this audience what did the decimal in the UK? I know the old people couldn't pick it up like the kids can. Something huge is happening. So they're getting all ready for it. They have their secret little meetings. They put all the front on, but behind the scenes, they know what they're bringing in. The new monetary system. Okay. I get a really weird feeling tonight. I'm seeing Obama's face and others. When I see others, I don't recognize them. It's so weird. I'm just going with it, right? I'm seeing a graph on a piece of paper and it looks like a wheel. But it's actually sections of time, sections of dates, locations. Locations, is that right, Jed? I'm getting the letter M with something. The letter M, it's coming through really strong. They know something's coming, and they're preparing. They're getting ready for it. Oh my God, I'm seeing generals. I'm seeing military. I'm seeing getting ready. This is a coup. It's a coup, and they know that there's going to be a takeover. But the military will turn. The military will be there for the people. They'll not turn on the people. They'll be there for the people. They're planning it. They have to let the enemy come in. It's huge. I've got to be very careful what I say and how I say it because of my safety too. But I'm telling you this because I've worked for intelligence with the army, British Army, not the Americans. But I know you're allies. And I've helped find Baghdad soldiers in Baghdad in 2009 and 13. But I get this feeling that they have information that has not been put out yet. And it's something to do with something's going to come out, but they've got on Trump. They've got it on Trump. They've got something on him, and they're trying to piece it together. But they have and I think it's something they've intercepted. Oh my God, they've intercepted something to do with Musk, something to come out. I'm seeing FBI, there's going to be raids, there's going to be all sorts of things happening. You know, when I've said this, and I've said this before, and I've said it's going to be late at night, and they're going to be like going to like posh houses and that, and there's going to be raids. I think that this is still to come. Right, so it's something going on to do with the military. The military looks like a wheel. It's like a graph. It's like a graph. I don't understand what it is. It's like in sections. It looks like a pie of sections. M. Could be a place, could be a place. And then I'm seeing Melania, and she's getting off a plane, and it's a very windy day, and I'm hearing the last post, and she looks very stylish, you know how she does, and she's got like a scarf around there like that, and a scarf around, and there's like a bit like Jackie O and Anasis, not that she's like it, but you know what I mean. And I'm seeing the scarf blown and the shades, and then there's going to be some big news around about that time. Massive news. They're biding that time on the situation. They're gathering in information. And they're listening, and it's across the news, and it's Elon Musk's voice, and it's on a tape recording. I'm seeing this to come out. The US dollar's going to change. It's cold. It's so cold in New York. The big freeze. The lights. Prep. We need to prep. I need the heat. Everyone's going to be wanting the heat. And I see people queuing, and I see packages being given out. Talked about this before, but there's a young man to come forth. I know this is random, but it's coming in really strong. It's all happening, you know, so much is happening in 2025. And a young man who is going to be like the next Elvis, because music's going to change, and how Elvis changed the music. So this is the next generation of pop music coming in. It's interesting. I'm on a boat. And I'm looking down at someone's feet. And then I'm looking up. Oh my God. It's Epstein. He's still alive. He's on a boat. He's on a yacht. He was still alive. They used somebody else's body. And trickery. Part of what was going on. Trickery. Anthony Bourdain. Lie him down to the side view. They used his body. Watch for big news coming out with Maxwell. It's going to be some problems. I don't know why I'm in the British Embassy, and I'm very drawn to Israel, and I see mourning, state funeral. All the heads are coming down one by one. When there's the rise of the woman in Russia, the new empress, she will take control. Everything is healing, slowly, one by one. It's all changing. Oh, everyone's cold. I hear little Ben's crying. And I'm smelling an antiseptic smell. There's a squirting of antiseptic, and they're jabbing people. And the babies are crying. And it's something not nice. And it's the water. It's in the water. We must keep warm. We must look after us. tinned food will be greatly needed. Right, I'm getting tired now. I must go now. Yeah. We'll come back in and do it again at some point. I was getting something strange about the royal family, but I've come over all a bit sickly, so I need to stop. Anyway, I hope that's helped. That's crazy. Is my thing jammed? God, I know. The military with the UK, it's like he sold her out to Europe. It's like he sold her out to the WAF. There's been some very bad things there's a lot of things to come out, what they're up to. But the British people will rise. Don't forget, we're all spiritually evolving, and it brings up old wounds. But it also brings up who we are, and we start to stand for who we really are. And there was a lot of rights taken away from we as the people in the UK. But that's all going to change. There's been so much what's happened, so much injustice in this world. What White Flowers, Sharon's put here, they still haven't done anything to help with the Maui fires. I mean, that was completely awful. So much evil. So much evil. But what's about to take place, it's going to bring us all together. Not divide us. So no matter what you're going through this Christmas or whatever you believe in, you don't have to be a Christian, but holiday time, I think it's more like just being traditional with family and that's what we're going to be all for this year. It's going to be a very spiritual time. A very spiritual time. There's a shift happening in human consciousness. And I wouldn't be surprised if, I'm not saying mass contact, but there's going to be a lot of people having contact. A lot of people having strange experiences. But they are here walking amongst our galactic brothers and sisters. Definitely, definitely. When I was in the country today, we went to the country, I mean like a farm shop and that, and all the horses in the fields up here, they all have their coats on, nearly all of them. It's really, really cold, and I think it's going to, where I've been today, I think it was going to go down to -5 or something tonight. It's really cold, you know. And we just got to have think of the people on the streets and how they must be coping. It must be horrible, really horrible. This world is so, I mean, I didn't realise in LA alone there's so many homeless over there, you know, all over the place, you know. It's not good. It's not good at all. It's the rise of the beast, but the beast will fall. He will fall. And he's operating through certain people. Alright? He will fall. And then we will build new earth again. And mankind will go on. Life is what you make it. And I think that when it comes to all this strange weather stuff, weather stuff, what's going on. It's going to get worse. It really, really is. And I know there's some people out there who don't believe in weather manipulation. I do. But I think that there's going to be something what's going to happen. I just get all this ice in New York to come. But it's not just going to be in New York. But I definitely feel there could be a manipulation around about that time, yeah. Blankets is such a must. Old-fashioned blankets, hot water bottles, you know, that type of thing. We just need to all look after each other. That's what it's about. But I hope you've enjoyed tonight, and I'm so glad I come on. And a big thank you to, I know I lost a lot of subscribers with what happened with the cock up with the election thing, but so what, I've gained some, and I just, it's nice to know that I'm loved. It really is. And thank you for being part of this community, and for new subscribers coming in, and for new subscribers into Twitch as well. Thank you. So watch for more spiritual stuff coming on. But like I say, moving forward with this channel, it's going to be more spiritual stuff as well. It's not just going to be, there's no way I can sit on here every week and talk about Trump for the next 4 years. I literally couldn't. I'd rather poke my eyes out with sticks, right? So that's not going to happen. So I think that we're going to be doing a lot of stuff on spiritual ascension and stuff like that. But also, yes, we'll get predictions, but it will be about everything, and a lot of stuff behind the wall on Twitch as well. Thank you so much. And I'm off ski. I'm off to have a birthday hot chocolate, I think. And I'll see you next week. Oh yeah, I'll do medium shows as well, Owen, because I know you like them. Take care, God bless, wherever you're all around the world. Watch the skies, guys. It's about to get very interesting. And I'll leave you there with a lot of love from Spirit. Take care. Now, how do I get out of here?